Have you ever dated or even fell in love with someone who initially gave off a really great first impression, yet later on you found out they weren't exactly the divine masculine archetype and they turned out to be manipulative? There's a lot of talk about the divine masculine, especially in spiritual conscious community, and many people are intending to embody this energy. However, as humans often do, many of us fall short. Today I'm going to be talking about the 11 false divine masculine signs to look out for so that you can avoid getting hurt or karmically entangled with really immature masculine energy. Now, I'm not just talking about genders today, I'm talking about the masculine energy that is within us all. So over the last 12 years of being involved in spiritual communities and coaching in spiritual development, I have observed many, many different characters out there. These are 11 signs that I've put together that I have noticed in my own experience. If you know somebody with these signs or you're in love with somebody like this, then these signs will help you get more clarity on their character. Okay, now let's get into the signs. Sign number 1 is overgiving. Now, overgiving is great to receive at first. You get so much from this person. Maybe they're giving you so much guidance, maybe so many gifts, things of that nature, so many appreciations. However, what happens eventually? Eventually that overgiving turns into deep resentment, and it creates a lot of potential karmic entanglement and drama down the road. Someone who's overgiving is typically blocked to receiving. So they will say things like, oh, well, I don't need anything from you, things of that nature. Now, number 2 is the opposite side of the spectrum, which is over-receiving. Maybe they are always kumbaya, one with the universe. Maybe they're always meditating, always receiving, but they're not taking enough action. They're not initiating. Maybe they don't have much money in their life because, well, they're not really putting in the action steps to create that sort of financial cash flow. Sign number 3, now this is a really big one, suppressed emotions. Now this is subtle and it's really hard to notice this at first because it's more subconscious. If this person has this sign of suppressed emotions, they are typically just up in their head all the time. They're up in their intellectual mind. They're sharing all this valuable information, all this spiritual downloads. It's really impressive. They have all these healing abilities. Maybe they've guided you through incredible healing processes. You're healing yourself, you're healing your life. It's incredible. But deep down, they're not willing to admit their own feelings, their own emotions. They almost come off as someone who's perfect because they don't express their own vulnerabilities. Now, the shadow side of this sign is the false divine masculine, in this case, will gaslight people out of their own emotional truths. I have a story about this. So Amanda and I were actually involved in a spiritual community here a couple years ago with a very impressive character. He seemed very spiritually enlightened and he had all these healing abilities and just incredible spiritual information that he could share with us at any time. And then we noticed he would say certain things like, oh, I don't have emotions, I just have sensations, and I don't need to eat very much food at all because I'm just living on prana, and it's all about purity, and if you want to ascend, you just have to cleanse and cleanse and cleanse and be constantly going through cleanses, and if you're ever feeling off, you just have to cleanse more. And it attracted just a lot of young, kind of disempowered people who were very, very, very skinny, and they just kept getting skinnier and skinnier and skinnier. And I don't know if it was necessarily beneficial to them and their growth in their life. He also said that once we all stop eating, that eventually women won't have periods anymore, and that's the way it's supposed to be. He also said he's transcended money, and money is no longer a thing for him. But then behind the scenes, we later on learned that he actually has a lot of money. So it's easier to transcend money if you already have a lot of money. One particular woman that we knew well went into divine union with him for a few months, and they got very close, and she saw behind the scenes of who he truly is. He was very manipulative, very out of integrity with money, with what he says about other people, with what he says about women and the feminine. He had a hatred towards the feminine, which was very disturbing. And so luckily she got out of that extremely karmic entanglement with him. but I think she's still healing emotionally from that. Sign number 4 is avoidance of one's own shadows. So this is huge. Oftentimes this type of person will come off as very perfectionist, very calculated, very put together, and they're very sharp. And they never really share anything embarrassing about themselves, anything really truly vulnerable. But over time, if you really tune into your intuition, it's hard to really trust them as a human being because they don't share those shadow sides about themselves. They're not transparent about them. They hide their shadow sides deep, deep down, and you don't really see their shadow side and where they're really coming from until many, many years down the line, until you're already karmically entangled with them and then it's too late. Sign number 5, the savior complex. So they will kind of talk like they're a savior, like almost like they're the next Jesus Christ, like they're here to be of service, they're here to save the planet, and all these amazing things. They're here to serve the feminine, to serve healing and raising the consciousness for humanity. In a sense, they are a rescuer here. They're here to help people who have been hurt, victims, things of that nature. And that's wonderful, that's amazing. Yet like I was saying with the past sign, if they're not in touch with their humanity, then this can lead down a potentially negative path. So before sign number 6, I have an exciting announcement. If you're done chasing the false divine masculine, you're done getting your heart broken, and you're ready for true love today, Amanda and I are now launching our brand new Sacred Love VIP half day. It is going to be the most powerful offering that we have offered. This is for committed women who are ready for true love. In this VIP super powerful half day, you are going to get powerful psychic readings from Amanda, who is a trained expert psychic. It also includes coaching from myself from more of the masculine perspective, and deep subconscious programming to reprogram your body, mind, and soul for true love. This means no more karmic negative entanglements with the wrong men that you have attracted in the past. We're going to set you up on a totally new frequency with this new energy blueprint, this new vibration. You can much more quickly call in true love and call in your twin flame. This is the only powerful offering that we have offered, which includes Amanda and myself privately. So that is why it's so incredibly powerful. You get the feminine side and you get the masculine side. This incredible VIP half day Sacred Love Immersion is typically $8,000 for our private VIP clients. It includes our most powerful bonus trainings that you can go through from the comfort of your home. And after the powerful VIP half day, it all comes together with a twin flame activation session privately with Amanda that you can then schedule after the VIP day. Typically, this level of customized support is only available for our high-end clients. Yet this week, we want to reward fast action takers, people who have been following us for a while, who are ready to step up and take their personal and love development to the next level. So we are offering a special, amazing coupon code that will bring the price down all the way down to $9.97. And this is only available for this week. Click the link below in the description box. You can see the special coupon code. Copy that coupon code and you can go to the checkout page. On the bottom of the checkout page, you put that coupon code and it takes the price down to only $9.97 for this week only. All right, sign number 6 of the false divine masculine, denying basic human needs. Things like food, basic physical needs, emotions, sexuality, those kinds of things. The false divine masculine will deny those things and say that we need to transcend food. Things like we need to transcend sexuality, we need to transcend these physical bodies, you know, we're beyond this. Yes, there's a time and a place for that level of spirituality, but if we are denying our humanity, then we're denying this existence. And that's not necessarily a healthy place to be coming from. Number 7, dogma. Dogma of any kind. Saying that you can only have a specific diet, saying that you can only practice a certain type of look or a certain type of spiritual practice like meditation, saying that eventually we're all going to transcend food, we're all going to transcend money. And though that might be true in some ways, if that turns into a dogma, like if you're not following that specific belief system, then there's something wrong with you, or then you're not part of the club anymore, then that is a cult. And what always happens in a cult? It's us against them, and that just creates more and more separation and pain down the road. Sign number 8, the perfect image. Have you ever seen a guy who's like portrays himself as this like divine masculine on Instagram or online? I came across a couple in my network, and there's a woman who was single, and she was calling in her divine masculine partner, and she found him, and they came together, and it was this incredible love story, and they were together for a couple years, and they were posting on Instagram every day these like really beautiful photos. It was just the divine feminine, divine masculine coming together. They seemed incredibly in love. They were moving into a house together, just blissing out, traveling around the world, and they looked so beautiful as well. Very attractive couple. Then what happened after a couple years? Everything looked so perfect online. And then she found out that he was cheating on her for the last year with other women he was talking to in his direct messages on Instagram, with all of his impressive photos portraying him as the divine masculine, doing it all behind the scenes, lying to her for a year until she eventually found out, and it's taken her years to get over this. Now it looks like he deleted his Instagram, he deleted his divine masculine coaching program, so there's a lot of karmic entanglements happening there. Sign number 9, this is pretty simple: scarcity of any kind. Financial scarcity, emotional scarcity, spiritual scarcity. You can only eat this amount of food, or you can only have this amount of money, or else you're selfish. Things of that nature. Anything involving scarcity, that is not an enlightened perspective. Sign number 10, overly focused on changing others outside of themselves versus going inwards and changing themselves. This sign is like a guru complex. They're constantly serving others, giving to others, which is great. However, if they're not also changing themselves, and they still have all these traumas and wounds, then vibrationally, they're just passing that down to everyone they serve. So they're actually not creating that true change. And finally, number 11, judgment of others. Judging others for not being far enough on their spiritual path. Judging others for not eating a certain diet. Judging others for doing certain things that they don't like. That is simply just judging others, and that is not a high divine masculine place to be coming from. All right, that was a lot of signs. Please comment below which of these signs you have experienced in your own life. Have you even fallen in love with a false divine masculine that you are now getting over from? Please share those stories in the comments below. If you feel called to, sign up for our Sacred Love VIP Half Day with Amanda and I, our most powerful brand new offering. You can click that link below, grab the coupon code, and check out. Scroll to the bottom of the checkout page. Please like this video if you appreciate the time and energy that I put into this, and I'll see you on the next video.